Let's start with the basic pronouns, in this case subject pronouns in Armenian. I will repeat each of the pronouns twice, so try to repeat after me and get the pronunciation as close to mine as possible. The very first pronoun is the pronoun I. In Armenian, yes, yes. Next we have tu, tu, meaning you for singular form. Next is na, na, or inka, inka, which means he, she, or it. It's important to note here that there is no gender distinction in Armenian when it comes to the third person pronouns. As you can see, we have two pairs of pronouns for the third person, na or inka. You can use whichever one you prefer, and I will tell you about the difference in the next video. Next is the pronoun menk. Menk, meaning we. Duk, duk, meaning you for the plural form. And lastly, narank, narank, or irenk, irenk, meaning they. Let's go through the pronouns once more. Yes, yes. Tu, tu. Na, na, or inka, inka. Menk, menk. Duk, duk. Narank, narank. And irenk, irenk. As you've already seen, Armenian has two sets of pronouns for the third person. One for singular, the pair na or inka, and the pair for the plural, which is narank or irenk. The reason these sets exist is to make it easier to distinguish between different people when we refer to more than one person in a sentence. This applies to cases when we speak with longer sentences. For the time being, bear in mind that there is no big difference between which pair do you prefer to use. For the time being, feel free to use whichever option you prefer the best, since there is basically no difference whether you use na, inka, or in case of plural, narank or irenk. Choose the option you feel more comfortable with. Now that we've learned the pronouns, let's try to have a look at some example sentences containing some pronouns. Yes, ուսուցիչ եմ. Yes, ուսուցիչ եմ, which means I'm a teacher. Normally, if you've got personal pronouns in the sentence, they tend to come first or at the beginning of a sentence. However, Armenian sentence structure is not rigid, and you can easily put it in any other position in a sentence as well. Na գեղեցիկ է. Na գեղեցիկ է. He or she is beautiful. Մենք տանն ենք. We are at home. Մենք տանն ենք. Դուք գալիս եք. Դուք գալիս եք. Are you coming? An important thing to remember about the pronouns in Armenian is that a lot of times these pronouns are optional in a sentence. You can or you don't have to use it. For the sentence Yes, ուսուցիչ եմ, I'm a teacher, we can easily omit yes and simply say ուսուցիչ եմ, which will be translated to English the same way, I'm a teacher. The reason it's not necessary to use the pronouns is because of the verb to be. The reason the pronouns are optional is because when conjugated, the verb to be already conveys the meaning of the person. So feel free to either use it or omit the personal pronouns. Another example is Na գեղեցիկ է. Following the first example, we can get rid of na and simply say գեղեցիկ է. He, she, or it is beautiful. The same way, մենք տանն ենք becomes տանն ենք. We are at home. And equally, դուք գալիս եք can be simply transformed into գալիս եք. Are you coming? Whether you use the pronoun or no depends on you. Both forms are correct and you can choose which one is better for you.